Welcome to the Ash Heels Podcast. Yes, this is the total takeover of the Ash Holes Podcast, but with the female touch. The first Tuesday of every month, the ladies take over and light up the airwaves. So, sit back, relax, and enjoy a lady's point of view about cigars. Please welcome Sarah and Agnes.
Broadcasting live from the Studio 21 Cigar Studio above Two Guys Smoke Shop in Salem, New Hampshire. This is the Ash Heels takeover of the Ash Holes Podcast. And today we are recapping 2025 and what's in store for our show. We made it to 26, Agnes.
I know.
Can you believe it? Mm-hmm. I can. I'm not surprised. We make a good team. But yeah, we're here on the new year, on the new side of things. We're really excited to talk about the show launching last year. I mean, that was kind of a big deal, officially launching. We've had a couple Ash Heel episodes in the past on the Ash Holes, and they were kind of pop-up episodes, but this is really the first time in history that it's been a scheduled show. You know, it's been regular, and I know we're taking over the first Tuesday of every month still. So this is exciting. I'm excited to be here. You know, we had a brief chat at the end of 25 if we were going to carry this over into 26, and here we are. So as always, thank you, Aaron, for making the board wizardry happen and making us look like rock stars. Aaron is still here, honorary Ash Heel of the day.
As long as you keep saying honorary, I'm good with it.
Honorary, always. We've got a nice cigar in store for today. I am excited to smoke this. I actually almost started to light it up on instinct, so I had to put it down and wait because Agnes is going to tell you what we're smoking.
Yes, we're smoking Gafal La Familia, and this one is Sangre Epicure. Country is Nicaragua, size is 6x54, wrapper is Nicaraguan, binder and filler is Nicaraguan too. Price is $11.99 per single and $244.99 per box of 24. And you can find this cigar on twoguyscigars.com. That's number 2guyscigars.com.
Booyah. I smoke this all the time. So the instinct to just like start smoking it was right there. And I had to be like, wait, I got to wait for the show.
Such a good cigar. Yeah.
Cold draw.
Cold draw is grape soda.
You know what? Hold on.
I almost went with like grape Kool-Aid, but no, it's grape soda. Like
okay.
It's slightly different.
I haven't done the cold draw on this forever because I just kind of naturally dive into smoking it, but I was going to call you out on that, and then I puffed on it, and I went, wait,
or I'd be willing to compromise on a Flintstones chewable vitamin, but the grape one.
I know exactly what you're talking about, too.
It's the flavor.
That is so specific. I get a lot of fig on... I feel like Nicaraguan tobacco on the cold draw is always very
classy. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you can keep your great Flintstone gummies or vitamins if you want, but I'm getting fig Newton a little bit. I always get that on Nicaraguan tobacco, though. A little bit of that fig. Some people have said plum before, but I'm not very familiar with like dried plums. It's not something I eat on the regular. So yeah, a lot of fig on this cold draw. But the reason why we're here, let's smoke it. It is time to light our cigar, brought to you by Perdomo, the hottest brand in the land, a company founded on quality, tradition, and excellence.
One draw, that's the law. One draw, that's the law. One draw, that's the law.
One Draw, That's the Law is brought to you by Abuelo Cigars. You're going to live under my roof, you're going to play by my rules. Abuelo Cigars.
And immediately, I think any of that fruitiness is gone. I don't know how you guys feel. I get pepper on this right away, like crushed black pepper. This is a spicy cigar. A lot of guys in the Nashville store, too, I can't speak for the other stores, they buy this by the box. This is kind of a popular item for our regulars. And I've had a lot of gentlemen there I've talked to about this. The nice thing about this line is there's a Connecticut, a sun-grown, and a Maduro. So my super full-bodied guys, they love the Maduro. Those who prefer a spice, I mean, this is medium to full, I would say, but they like that spice element. The sun-grown's perfect. And the Connecticut is a little bit smoother. Obviously, you have those kind of traditional Connecticut notes, but it's still I would say it's a medium-bodied cigar, even though the wrapper is a little bit different. So it's nice because I think there's something for everybody in this line, and this is one of my regulars. Our manager over there, Mike Cavey, smokes this all the time too.
Yeah, it's a great smoke. I mean, the sun-grown's my go-to. I mean, the Connecticut and the Maduro are great.
Yeah.
But the Sun-Grown's just got that kick of spice.
It's
That's
so nice. This is the one I reach for the most. Have you smoked this before, Agnes?
Of course, it's
Okay.
part of my United portfolio.
Good. I would assume so, but
Yes, I love the Maduro, I think the most, because it has that kind of chocolatey, it literally feels when you smoke it, there's like almost like cocoa's in the air.
yeah, I can
And
see that.
spicy, but like with a kick. And this one is just a solid, always impeccable draw, consistent. Like you will just smoke it without any complaints. I've never had a bad Garofalo.
I was going to say, I don't think I've ever had a burn
Ever.
issue on a Garofalo,
Yeah.
ever. So it's made in a factory that's very known for
Well, yeah.
having fantastic draws and all that stuff.
yeah, their quality control.
Quality control
Right.
is exceptional, to say the least. So it's a big year. It's the next year of the Ash Heels. And we're on the other side of it, Agnes. We launched, I don't remember what month specifically, but was it early summer, late spring last year?
It's a blur.
It's a blur.
It is a
I mean, you do
blur,
it once a
yeah.
month. It's easy to kind of lose track of, how many months you've been doing this. But I want to say it was like late spring, early summer last year.
Yeah.
Yep, sounds about right.
And so we're probably approaching a year, 12 shows of the Ash Heels. And a lot happened. I mean, we really kind of tackled a lot last year. Obviously, the launch was a little bit like anything with Dave. He gets this idea, he pitches it, and he's just like, let's do it. He's just a believer, and I appreciate that about Dave. We jumped on board, and I think we were all a little bit nervous. I know I had nerves at the beginning.
God. it
Even
was
though I
the
had done this
worst.
before, but I was nervous. Like, I don't know how you felt those early days.
I'm so glad that Dave encouraged me to do this, and almost I don't think he would ever take a no as an answer from me. So I'm glad that was the case, because looking back, I look at some first shows, and I'm like, I went from not talking to like talking, and not because I had nothing to say. I was just so conscious of every sentence,
Yeah.
worrying, oh no, if I say that, that's forever there. But I mean,
And then you
can't
found
look-
out you're the wittiest and funniest one
Well, definitely
on
not
this stage ever.
wittiest.
I think so.
But my knowledge has grown, by all means, by being part of the show. My knowledge has grown. And I think that's the appeal of this show, because it's experiences, opinions, and, and in the mix, great cigars. So it's a winning show.
It's funny because I had done the Ash Holes for like a year when I was here full time. And there was obviously, I had done broadcasts, I had done things like that before. And so I was like, I won't get nervous. But I still was, even early on. I would say probably 4 or 5 episodes into the Ash Heels, I started to just be like, all right,
Get that initial rush of adrenaline.
yeah.
It's
And
like, got to make sure you're not forgetting anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And I think, honestly, the turning point for me, and honestly, the turning point for kind of the show to see the impact it was having was the expo. Because I don't always keep tabs online, like who's listening or how many people are actually, tuning in. And I get that report from Dan every month. I'm like, wow, that's a pretty significant amount of people. But we got to meet them at the expo.
Yeah.
And we had a little meet and greet booth. I did not expect the support and the love that we got on that day. Not that I thought people would be shady or mean or anything like that, but you're beside the largest podcast for cigars in the country, the Cigar Authority. Ash Holes is right up there. And here we are just kind of 4 or 5 episodes in at that point. To have so many people come up and say such awesome things, to give us ideas, to ask us to do a show every week.
Yes.
that was something we got multiple times.
Yeah, Bruce is in the chat saying he votes that he could do every other week.
Every other week, yeah. It's a schedule thing, but every other week is certainly something we've talked about. And I just, I don't know. I was really humbled, I think is probably the word. It was very humbling. It was very nice to hear that feedback. And after that, then it was like, all right, we've got people that are tuning in. They're listening on their commutes. They care. So I don't know why you would think meeting the faces behind the screen would make you more nervous. But after that, I haven't had the nerves like I used to.
Totally. I agree. I think putting a face to the listener and having the opportunity to meet people that listen put me at ease. I was
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh, you're like friends. So
They
now
want to give
it's-
hugs.
Yes, and I'm not a hugger, but sure. And but I loved it, and now I go on a show. It's almost I'm like, oh yeah, my friends are on the other end, you know,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
somebody who loves the cigar, and we don't have that many haters either. I don't.
I
think
know.
we
I
even
keep waiting
have
for them. Guys,
them.
I love haters.
We're doing something wrong when you.
I love haters. We're not, I don't feel like we're saying opinions that are super divisive. That's part of it. But like haters are so fun to mess with on a show. I mean, like look at the Cigar Authority's always got something coming through,
Yeah,
right?
more coming out now than they used to be.
I know. And like they play with it so well. I just feel like that's such a fun angle to kind of take. So if you're a hater or you want to pretend to be one, I mean, let us know. I think we could have fun with it.
Maybe because we're
where's Nick?
girls and they don't want to upset.
Yeah, they
us.
don't want to upset us, guys. I promise we can take it. You don't know how feisty Agnes and I are off camera. I promise. So,
Yes.
but yeah, it was a very awesome year. I was very honored to be asked to be a part of it, to come back. It's fun to get back in the swing of things after being away from the Ashholes for a while. I appreciate that they made our intro exclusive, an Ashhill exclusive intro. That was very cool, very awesome little present in 2025. And so we're just going to keep going. I mean, I don't think either of us are bored or tired. We're just
No.
getting started. The feedback, like we said, has been overwhelmingly positive, but, you know, we'll take a negative comment every now and then. Just let us, you know, play with it. You might get called out on air. And, you know, now we have to kind of figure out what we're doing for 26. You know, what does that look like? Are we keeping the same formula? Are we going up to twice a month? Are we, you know, going to bring on guest speakers and things like that? So one of the things, one of the ideas that I think I would like to do, and something I'm seeing on social media a lot, is there's a lot more women who are outwardly pro cigar, who are talking about their lounge. Reps are very outspoken about it now. There's a kind of an influx, I think, in female reps, which is really exciting. I know I just, like, last month alone, I had 2 come through the shop. Love to see that. But there's so many, I think, women in this industry that we could bring up and have a chat, you know, and that's something I think we should maybe look
Yeah.
at this year.
Totally. Even when I go to lounges, this is what I love about meeting people, that you meet women, they smoke cigars, and I always ask, so what do you do for business? Because I forget that not everybody who goes there are in cigar business, right?
Right,
And I'm
they're customers,
oh,
yeah.
you have that business. So I was like, oh my gosh, I need to bring you on to the show. So I met this beautiful lady at the lounge, and she has, what do you call it, the thing like cleaning business. She employs ladies, and they, you know, do cleaning
House
services.
cleaning.
Yeah.
And she has so much beautiful insight about that business and just general about people and cigars, and such a beautiful blend. I was like, you know what, you would be perfect guest on the show.
Yes,
So
yeah. I think we could definitely tap into that. I don't know quite what that looks like for the year, but between, I mean, even in our lounge in Nashville, there's a couple ladies that are kind of regulars now. And like that has never happened before. I love to see that. I'm going to shout out Megan. Megan's been a fan of the Cigar Authority and the Ash Holes and the Ash Heels.
Yes.
She's always at our events. And, you know, we've got listeners, Leslie of the Corn, that, you know, just, I think bringing in, because we're 2 voices in an industry that is a very small industry, but we are still a minority in this industry. There's so many cool stories out there. There's so many, yeah, I think of McAuliffe, like
Yes.
the women of McAuliffe. There's so many different voices we could get up here, different stories,
Yeah.
different backgrounds, different areas of the industry. And like you said, some are just consumers, but I don't know, I find that story just as valuable. Like, my favorite thing to ask people is, what got you into cigars? And oftentimes I find that it's someone like in their family or a friend, you know, got them into it, had them try it, and then they've taught their friends how to smoke or how to enjoy a cigar, or their children and their family. And I don't know, there's a lot that could be done with that, I think, as far as other ladies in the industry.
Yeah.
The other thing that I think we could talk about in future, and I was just kind of discussing this with someone a few weeks ago back home, but we're starting to officially see the next generation of cigar patriarchs, children, kind of coming up. We saw a couple of young kids at the expo. They were the children of, like, I think of Justo Aroa.
They were definitely of age.
They were definitely of age.
Nelson's sons.
Yeah, Nelson's sons were there. I know Justo's children were there. I believe Padron's family was there. I know I'm forgetting some. Christian Aroa's, Justo's
Daughter?
brother, his sons
Niece?
might have been there. And then, you had the launch, and it ended up being the cigar of the year of the Legacy. Nicholas Perdomo.
He spearheaded that, yeah.
Yeah, he ran that whole launch. I think we're starting to see kind of the next generation come up, and I would love to talk to some of them. Talked about, is this what you wanted to do? Is this something that just kind of naturally happened? What are your ideas? Because anytime you get a generational shift like that, you're going to get fresh ideas. You're going to get a new perspective. And they're really starting to kind of come through. And I think it's really cool to see that baton, become passed. So do you get to interact? You said Nelson's kids through United. Did you get to interact with any of the young ones?
Yes. So
I say young ones, like they're younger than their dad. I mean, they're,
Right.
but
yeah, and they, it's their, like you said, the new generation has a different perspective on things.
Yeah.
They have that eye, they have an understanding of the current market and what's trendy. So, they have a lot to say, and its influences like in a good way.
And this is a generation that grew up with technology, social media, phones. You see a lot of hobbyists online. There's so many, you can't count. But I'd love to see kind of what these new minds are thinking as far as marketing, even down to the marketing of a cigar company. Do you kind of keep it status quo?
I mean, you got Perdomos that are starting their own podcast now.
Right. Yeah.
So
Do you know when that launches?
I think it already did.
Did
I
it
think
launch?
They have an episode up already.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
I saw that on one of the forums that I like to go into. That's actually how I found out about it. But things like that, like, are they all going to have a podcast? Are they going to start TikToks? Are they, you know what I mean? Like, what do you do as someone who's younger in the industry, kind of tackling, taking over, or at least becoming a part of a company that is massive like that, to stay relevant, to stay top of mind? I'd love to know, the young mind marketing, because maybe selfishly, that's because that's what I do professionally. But I'm just so curious. It was just really cool to see the next generation. So those are two things I'd like to tackle in 26. I don't know. Do you have any ideas? Any maybe ash heel resolutions for the new year? I don't know.
No, I think my whole vibe for 2026 is doing uncomfortable things until they become comfortable.
I love that.
So whether to stretch our own understanding and just challenge ourselves, and so like that kind of idea. So I think with the guests, that would be one of the things, widen our horizons. So hence this is becoming comfortable. Because it takes some time. So you're never ready for anything. So if somebody's like anticipating to do something this year and holding out for the perfect moment, there's no perfect moment. Just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it, and then all there is to regret, nothing really. Like all you're gonna do is learn and experience new things. Hence the cigars.
Yes, we used to show up an hour early to prep, and now we got on the stage 10 till, and we're like, all right, let's go over the notes real quick. I mean,
just like the real Ashholes.
Yeah, right.
I say real, like the other Ashholes.
The Ashhole cast. Yeah. So that's how you know you're getting more comfortable, and it is. I mean, it's kind of like riding a bike now, and I think that's part of the fun is seeing that evolution. So. But this is an outreach to anybody listening, any listener ever. If you have a topic or an idea that you want to see us tackle, send us an email at theashholespodcast@gmail.com. We'd love to hear what you have. Maybe specify if you want it for the ash holes or the ash heels now, because we are kind of making our own show notes and things like that. But let us know. Like we want to hear from you guys. We obviously got to at the expo, and we hear your feedback at events and whatnot, but let us know what you're thinking. Do you have any specific ideas, any topics? It may not be a whole show, but we could definitely do segments. I mean, let us know. We want to hear back from the listeners, and email us at theashholespodcast@gmail.com. That's the best way to get through to us for 26, because we've got 12 episodes we got to do this year. So assuming we don't jump up to 2 times a week per the majority of the feedback that we got at the expo. So
I'm game.
Are you game?
Yeah.
All right, I'll look at my schedule. I'll do that.
There you go. We can bang out 2 in one day.
That's true. Yeah, we could do that. Some shows do that, so not a bad idea. All right, folks, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, more on the Garofalo Sungrown and, of course, the usual suspects.
Only Great Leaf makes great cigars. Aganorsa Salif stands out because of the distinctive mouth-watering flavors of the Corojo 99 and the Criollo 98 seeds, cultivated by Cuban agronomists on the best lands in Jalapa and Esteli, Nicaragua. When you smoke one of the JFR Lunatic, Guardian of the Farm, or Casa Fernandez cigars, you will experience the unique taste and aroma that makes Aganorsa Salif different than any other tobacco in the world. Smoke one today and enjoy the signature flavor of Aganorsa Salif.
Introducing the Romeo y Julieta, Reserva Real Nicaragua, Midnight Twist, a bold evolution of a classic favorite. This unique cigar features a striking barber pole wrapper, intertwining Nicaraguan Habano and Maduro leaves, creating a visual and flavorful masterpiece. Beneath its jewel-toned exterior lies a rich blend of Nicaraguan tobaccos, delivering a medium to full-bodied profile. Experience a symphony of flavors, from earthy spices and pepper to indulgent notes of cocoa and coffee, all culminating in a smooth, satisfying finish. Handcrafted by the legendary duo, Rafael Nodal and AJ Fernandez, the Midnight Twist offers a smoking experience that's as captivating as its appearance. Elevate your evening with the Romeo y Julieta Reserva Real Nicaragua Midnight Twist. Available now.
We're back live from the Studio 21 Cigar Studio above Two Guys Cigars in Salem, New Hampshire. And today we are smoking the Gafal La Familia Sun-Grown Epicure. Say that 5 times fast. If you are new and just listening, subscribe on YouTube. Oh my gosh, I just said subscribe.
Hey.
I don't know if anyone knows this, but we
thing.
razz Dave a little bit because he says subscribe instead of subscribe. But anyway, subscribe on YouTube, and it's time to subscribe so you can stay up to date with all the Ash Heels content out there. If you have an idea or you just want to drop us a line, email us at the ashholespodcast@gmail.com. I got to shout out somebody real quick, some peeps. I'm in a writers group, and they're writers. I don't think they smoke cigars very much, but they're listening right now.
Nice.
And they said, when do we get a shout out? And I said, stay tuned in the second half. I'm going to shout you out. But they are international. We've got some in Europe, all over the country here. So thanks for listening, guys. I appreciate it. So, and they're asking about some early cigar smoker questions. So we might have to tackle that for a topic on another month. So thanks for listening, everybody. Speaking of listening, we had a listener write in, didn't we?
Yes, the letter.
The letter.
So from Braden Estrella, he said there's 10 ideas on this email, but it's okay, we'll have one.
We got one, yeah.
You guys should do an Ash Holes Heels competition where we see who stayed the most on task without going on as little tangents as possible. And whoever wins get to do the show for a whole month. In the brackets, it says, no way the guys
I was
win
going to
this.
say, I'll tell you right now.
Zero chance.
Zero chance the guys win that. Come on.
Yeah.
We love the Ash Holes, but I don't know, women just, we kind of have a way of keeping on point. I don't know.
Dave has a lot of stories.
He does, and that's part of what's so awesome about their show is Dave's been in this industry for 40 years, so he's gonna have the tangents. We're just staying on task here. You know, we're marching forward. I don't know. Is your opinion? What do you think?
Yeah. I mean, I get distracted easily, but
I feel like all the things that you had though are very relevant.
I guess.
Like even if we're talking luxury cigars, your background in luxury goods absolutely applied to that conversation. You know, I was thinking that we did that about 3 months ago. That was applicable, you know? But yeah, I don't have 40 years of Dave tangent stories to go on.
Yeah,
but
we wouldn't want to go without them too. So
I would love to actually, that would be such a fun counter though. Like in the bottom corner or something, like how many tangents can they go on? You know what I
have to
mean?
keep track here.
That would be
how many times we jump topics.
I would love that. That would be a little bit extra work for you, Aaron. I feel bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot extra work. But was that from Braden?
Yes.
Awesome,
from
Braden. Thank
Thank
you
you.
for dropping us a line. I'm just going to preemptively say the Ash Heels would win. So maybe we need to prep a month's worth of shows.
It's a no contest.
No contest. But I appreciate the topic nonetheless. So, awesome. Well, we are smoking the Gafal La Familia Sun-Grown Epicure. How is this for you folks so far?
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Always performs well.
So good.
Such a great flavor.
I think this would be, I think about what I recommend in the store. And once someone's kind of familiar, I recommend mild to start out if they're new smoking, and maybe, the peeps listening, this is a good note. But always start mild, see how you tolerate it. And if you're going to go up to a medium-bodied cigar, this is probably one of the ones I would recommend to try out pepper, to kind of see what pepper notes are like. I do think the pepper mellows out after about, honestly, the first
time,
half inch.
Third, very quickly.
But I like starting out with that pepper. It wakes me up. Sometimes I have it with coffee in the morning. I wake up, I'm a little perkier. But this is a fantastic medium-bodied. If you're looking to kind of kick off something a little bit stronger, this is great.
Yeah, lots of complexity. You can kind of like really taste it and you know, search out the different flavors in there.
Yeah. What are you thinking, Agnes?
And the retro is like so lovely here. So if you feel pepper on, like, say, tip of the tongue or like on the lips, there is no. Did you just do retro?
I
accidentally?
retro like that whole thing.
God, I advertised quickly. To me, because I retro a lot and I don't even notice that every puff is retro. Maybe I'm used to it, but the pepper is like milder pepper. Like it's more on the tongue for me than it is in
like a white
retro.
pepper?
Yes. On the tongue, it's spicier than it is in the retro.
Yeah, the retro kind of makes me think of like hot honey. Because you get a little bit of sweetness on the tongue,
yes.
with some heat to it.
That Aaron with the palate. Great Flintstone gummies on hot honey. Who doesn't want to smoke that cigar? That's my question. Awesome. Well, if you guys want to smoke along with us, you know the drill. But in case you're new here, Dave's Weekly Six-Pack is the way to go. And this is something, this six-pack, every time we read it, is just awesome. I feel like this is one of the better lineups that I see weekly. I obviously pay attention to what the Ashholes are doing. They have some great stuff. But I love the six-pack. You can find it online at twoguyscigars.com. That's number 2guyscigars.com by searching Dave or Milk still. There's history there. Just trust me. But the six-pack, as it stands right now, number one is the Casa Carrillo Endure Corona Gorda. That's $18.29 for the single. The JFR 20th Anniversary Super Toro, that is $10.29. Bandolero Premium Ironicos is $27.50. And that is the winner of the 2025 Ashhole Cigar of the Year, which, I mean, it's hard to beat that. It was exceptional.
It's so good.
It's so good. It's selected tobacco, so I mean, honestly, how do you compete sometimes? They launched that about mid-year last year, and I've smoked so many of them. It's been great. That's $27.50, but worth it just for the six-pack alone. The McAuliffe Green Robusto, that came out later in 25. Still one of my favorite McAuliffes. I reach for that all the time if I'm working. The Gold Star Robusto, also launched in 25. Fantastic.
Love it so much.
Fantastic cigar. And then the Perdomo Legacy Connecticut Robusto. So the Shade Grown was the Cigar Authority Cigar of the Year, I believe.
Yep.
The Connecticut is another great addition to the Perdomo line, but that Legacy, you still get the Shade Grown wrapper. Binder, and the wrapper is Connecticut. But if you want kind of that Shade Grown experience, maybe without the total strength of the Shade Grown or the Maduro, Connecticut's the way to go. So the typical total for that six-pack is $90.65. But if you buy Dave's Weekly six-pack, the deal is $76.99. It's 15% off. So for the Ironicos alone, that's a win. I feel like you got to try it. It's one of the cigars of the year. Give it a shot.
Yeah, and all of these, I mean, it is one of the best lists we've had.
The JFR 20th Anniversary Super Toro, that's probably one of the strongest cigars I have smoked in a long time, but it was so good too. I mean, I can't say enough about this. This entire lineup is fantastic. The Casa Carrillo Endure Corona Gorda, fantastic. Everything in this entire lineup is gold. So highly recommend getting your hands on it. I think a new six-pack is coming out soon, next week.
Yeah.
So this is your last chance, folks. Dave or Milk at twoguyscigars.com. Agnes, you know what time it is? It's time for our top 5.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Here is today's top 5 list.
So top 5 things to do this winter via the Every Girl.
I've never heard of this
Me
publication.
neither,
Dan, I hope Dan's listening right now. He does our top 5s, and I kind of love this. I think we talked about rage bait
Yeah. I looked at the
That's
list.
what it is with Dan.
100%. But honestly, it's great. Maybe Dan is the hater. Maybe Dan is the hater we need for the top
be.
5.
He might
but
be.
the every girl. What are we doing this winter?
So top 5, number 5, pick up needlepoint. Okay, so here's the thing.
What is that?
Needlepoint is that like it's kind of like stitching kind of thing, you know, but with a picture and stuff and that.
Okay,
But
like a canvas, and you're making a picture on it with the needle.
Okay.
I like this is a list almost how to make you really old looking. You know, this is something when you retire. However, I thought to myself, instead of needlepoint, I like crocheting. Not that I do it, but I used to. So crocheting and knitting during this time of the year seems kind of organic almost.
Sure.
So I pictured myself for a second having 2 knitting needles and a cigar. I was like, oh my
Okay.
gosh, I totally need to try it. You know, do some scarf. That's the easiest thing to knit.
It's just a rectangle.
So freaking easy. So I'm not hating it. So you can't trigger me on this list. So 5, fine, sure. But it's kind of like older people, kind of in my mind, you know. when
See,
you have-
needlepoint, I don't know a single person that does that. But I know a lot of people that crochet, like as a hobby. So
Right.
that's maybe in the rarity case, that's an interesting number 5. I know I have stuff from, and I'm not exaggerating, my great-grandmother
Yeah.
has she had discs of, I guess, needlepoint. I didn't know it was called that. They were still in storage somewhere. So
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It makes you feel old. Number 5 makes you feel old.
maybe a little
Okay.
bit, maybe a little bit.
Number 4, cozy movie marathon.
Can't go wrong. I mean, that one, that's fair. But what are you watching? You know, that's what matters.
I think I only do marathon because I don't watch TV, and then when I find myself in front of TV, I binge like a series of some sort. And then I find myself at 2 a.m. and I'm like, oh, I
have to be up for work.
Like, what happened? So I can see that.
Cozy movie marathon, watching the Lord of the Rings extended editions trilogy.
Do those fit as cozy movies?
Is that cozy?
Or just being cozy while you watch?
I
the
feel
movie
cozy
marathon?
when I watch them because I love them so deeply, but that would be the movie marathon of my choice.
There you go.
Some nerd shit.
Number 3, ice skating.
Okay.
Sure. I mean, I love ice skating, but here's the thing. I did, what do you call it, sledding a couple of weeks ago.
All right.
I forgot I'm 47 and endured a couple of injuries and then went to work. No, I did. I called out next day. I could
Because
not-
sledding wrecked
I
you
was-
up?
It was just not a good thing.
Oh, no.
It went so fast, and when you fall, and it's just it's not the same when you are a
crashing
kid.
at any age above 15.
Yeah, and
I
it's not
feel
like we have a ton of snow. Like,
Yeah.
it's not, there's no cushioning right now.
It was just
Like, there's
wrong.
enough for sledding, but not
It's
enough
ground.
for
I was on
landing
pain
soft.
meds for like 2 days.
God,
Yeah,
wow.
it's gonna be
Yeah.
icy too. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
The thing I'll say about ice skating is I used to ice skate as a kid all the time. My grandpa took us all the time. And then I didn't for about 12 years. And I went in college again. That's what my then boyfriend, now husband, loved to do because we had an ice rink and it was free. So go on a date in college, you don't have to pay anything to go ice skating. And I picked it up like a bike. I kind of a little wobbly at
once you get
first.
back into
you
it.
do like a couple rounds. It's like, all right, that's not so bad. But I was so sore.
Yeah.
It is a workout.
Different muscles,
Holy
stabilizing.
cow. I don't think I walked normally for like 3 days after. So you want to talk about being sore.
Yeah.
Ice skating will do that to you. Absolutely. So
because all body parts, I always say, people don't understand. My favorite sports to watch is hockey.
Oh.
So because it keeps my attention, because I have ADHD undiagnosed, but who doesn't nowadays? We are overstimulated, and so hockey is not boring for me. I can follow the puck and I get real excited. But the level of sportsmanship those men have
Holy
is
cow.
insane. Like, they are strong, they maneuver, and on freaking skates.
on ice, yeah. It's
Like,
crazy.
So, Bruins, go Bruins. Are they winning now? I have not
I
watched
don't
the
know. I
game.
don't watch
Like,
it.
I don't watch
Every
hockey.
time I go, they lose, so I'm banned from the place to go. So.
I'm an Ohio State football girlie, and that's
Oh,
a rough
yeah?
time right now. Yeah. We just got knocked out of the playoffs, so
Oh, no.
we're not
New
going to talk.
England one?
No, Ohio State. But we're not going to talk about that. On
sorry
the show,
for
or I'll
that.
go on another 40-minute diatribe.
Alrighty, number 2, try a new workout class. Listen,
Fair.
going to a gym is in itself a challenge. Things to do. Try a new workout class. Okay, sure. I guess.
I mean,
Do you
kicking
do
off the
any?
new year, I kind of get it, but as things to do this winter, I guess, yeah. The thing about if you're not in winter sports out here, you're just really limited in New England, things to do, a lot of the outdoor attractions kind of shut down for the season. So, try a new class or maybe just consistently go to the class that you were going to. But
Yeah.
I could see that. Yeah, that's not
Sure.
bad.
Number 1, puzzle or game night with friends.
All right. I will say, I did not expect to have so many game nights in my 20s, but that has become our thing. Game nights. Yep. My husband and he's getting into Magic the Gathering.
Okay.
Yeah, Aaron immediately understood that. And so, yesterday, actually, I'm sorry, what day is it? Tuesday? Sunday, we had a whole crew over. Some of the guys were playing Magic, the girls were reading their books, and I was I was working a little bit. But it was just nice. I think game nights are low cost, unless you're getting a pizza or bringing drinks or something. If you got the game, it's kind of a free night to just hang out.
Yeah, you got the right crowd of people.
Yeah, and I think it's a great way to pass the winter season around here. So we are having game nights probably a couple times a month at this point. So, but it's been fun. I don't know. Do you like games?
So I think it's very age potentially thing, because I'm in that age when I just want to avoid people. And if I'm at home, I have such a limited time at home because I'm out and about. So when I'm at home, I just want to chill. I just want to have a glass of wine, don't entertain nothing.
Sure.
However, when I would be participating, I see that as a fun thing to do.
Yeah, but the best plans are the canceled plans.
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So-
I will say my husband and we do better with co-op games than games where we have to be against each other. So yeah, we've had some knockdown, drag out moments with those. I love my husband, Cameron, if you're listening. He's not, but I know he's not.
Yeah.
But he is such a menace when it comes to games, and he doesn't even care. He doesn't mind being a menace. So I've learned we need to be on the same team a little bit to make it flow right.
That's a good point. I'm competitive, so I would not take. There's a really good saying in Russian, how would it translate? That you don't take. Not when there's a war and then
Take no prisoners?
Yeah, I don't take prisoners. You're dead. I will go all the way, So I don't think I'm pleasant as well when I play.
You're just trying to
games.
win. You and Cam
Yes.
would get along
Yes.
terribly at game night because
There you
he's
go.
the same way.
I'm not compassionate. I'm like, I'll let them win one time. Nope.
Bury them.
Yeah.
What's the point? Why are we even playing it?
Right. Yeah, right. All right. This is not a super rage baity top 5.
No, it
I
was
just didn't know the
pleasant.
every girl, so I was like, what is this? But this is not bad. I think
Solid.
it definitely depends on where you're at in the country. I'm sure in Florida, you could probably go to some of the outdoor excursions because it's not going to be, 20 degrees out very frequently. But in New England, I think this is a solid list.
It would be golf instead of ice skating in Florida.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, now you're
yeah.
in virtual golf here.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Indoor rock climbing, things like that.
Exactly. Awesome. All right. Well, that is your top 5, folks. And it is usually the Kiltman's Corner this time in the show, but today is Sarah's Corner.
Red Anchor is the world's first cigar brand, beginning in 1772, now celebrating over 250 years. United Cigar, in partnership with the famed Kellner family, reintroduced Red Anchor cigars, now blended in the Dominican Republic, featuring an Ecuador wrapper, Monte Plata binder, and fillers of San Vicente, Habano 92, and Pennsylvania broadleaf. This 3-country blend creates a medium-bodied, smooth profile of cedar, nutmeg, shortbread, and a rich, buttery finish. It's time to relish the return of Red Anchor cigars.
I'm really excited about this one for a couple different reasons, but this is the news today. McAuliffe Gordo line coming exclusively to Two Guys. Two Guys Cigars is thrilled to announce the launch of the McAuliffe Gordo selection, an exclusive new size created in partnership with one of the most dynamic and retail-focused brands in the cigar industry, McAuliffe Cigars. We mentioned them in the first half. They're an awesome company. It's so exciting to see them launch this. The McAuliffe Gordo, which is a 6x60, will roll out across just 2 of the color series to start, which is the McAuliffe Black and the McAuliffe Red. The exclusive McAuliffe Gordo line will be available only at Two Guys Cigars beginning Saturday, January 24th, 2026. Awesome news to kick off the new year because I know so many Gordo smokers. 6x60 is such a popular line for whatever reason. Actually, my dad is starting to smoke 60s, which is wild. He's never been that guy. But for those who are bigger ring gauge smokers, they haven't always reached for McAuliffe, even though the blend is rocking. So I love the fact that they're doing this. It's diversifying the portfolio. I think they're going to get a lot of traction on this. So I don't know if you've smoked the black or the red, but Black is super strong. Love it.
Shame to admit, but I think the only McAuliffe's I've smoked, to be honest, are the McAuliffe's Firecracker.
That's a steep cigar. I mean, that's got some kick to it. That was
I should get on board with the 6x60.
Based on what you like, I think you would love the green line. I think that would be right up there for you. Maybe purple too.
Yeah.
Fantastic. But they're rolling out black and red first in the Gordo. That's awesome. I really think this is going to go well. So congrats to McAuliffe, and stay tuned for January 24th. Come check out your local Two Guys retailer.
And speaking of new things.
Oh, please tell us. She saw me move my paper.
Who is this good-looking person? That's me.
For those who...
I need to go do some Botox looking at this picture.
You do not. You look gorgeous. For those who are listening and not watching, we have a lovely poster here. Agnes, what does this poster say?
So we will start trivia nights, and it's going to be events we will do with United Cigars, hopefully across the United States. But we will start at the Two Guys Cigars in Salem on February 13th at 6 p.m. We will have a lot of raffle prizes, and there's going to be one cigar included, and there will be snacks, and I'm sure we can have drinks, and there'll be 30 prizes and one night only deals. And the ticket is $10, but like you're getting a cigar, and you'll be able to win my favorite thing that I've been rocking, the United, what do you call these?
Travel humidor.
Travel cases. I love this so much. So you can have one as well if you come on Friday, February 13th. So you reach out to Salem, New Hampshire.
Or any of your local stores can get you a ticket.
Yes, and it's only $10 in advance and $20 on the day of the event.
Yeah, so if we don't sell out, $20 day of if available. But I have a feeling people are going to see this beautiful face of Agnes, and it's going to sell out.
I'm more fun than it looks here. I look like I'm so serious.
Well, you got stars on your shirt. You look great. What are you talking about?
Representing United.
She's got a bandolero in her hand. I mean, all of it's on brand. It's perfect.
I know, right?
This is going to be fun. I love little events like this.
And Friday 13th, like you can do like a Valentine's date, smoke a cigar, bring your lady. And
maybe it's good luck because it's on Friday the 13th.
Yes,
is that counterintuitive? I don't know. That feels right.
Yeah.
But go visit your local shop. So we've got a shop in Salem, Seabrook, and Nashua. If you want a ticket, talk to your local tobacconist there. They can get you a ticket. And if you need a call, because you're going to fly in, obviously, to come see this beautiful Agnes for a $10 event, give us a call. We'll get you a ticket. So check that out.
In February in New England.
February in New England. Fly in, obviously. Yeah. Awesome. That's exciting. I can't wait. I'm going to try to be there. So I got a little thing on that Friday, but I think I'm going to try to move it. So come support. Little.
Yes, and get educated on cigars. There's going to be good questions.
30 prizes is a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Awesome. Mark your calendars, February 13th, folks. All right, it is that time. We have got to rate the Gafal La Familia Sun-Grown Epicure. I have to look at the paper every time I read that because it's just a lot.
It's a lot of words.
A lot of words.
And a lot of overlap with other cigars,
I knew what I was going to rate this from the beginning because I smoke it all the time. All right, what is yours, Aaron?
I gave it a 94.
Nice. Okay.
Nice. I have 92.
96.
Wow.
Means I'm right.
Yep. That means Aaron got it. He nailed it. This is a above 90 easily.
Yeah,
burn is great. It burns slow. I mean, I've been smoking this the whole time. I have most of the cigar left, but it's a very smoky cigar. The flavor's great. Burn line is perfect. I can't say enough good things about this cigar.
So good.
Why did you go 92, Agnes?
I thought that's where we go, like 90.
I'm a little bit of a fangirl, maybe. So
fangirl
tax is on there.
My palate is like Bandolero, Arabe, Alfonso.
So
like I'm mild,
over the top.
A medium. But it's not. I don't think it's a price point. It's just generally like a medium kind of smoke. This one is a little higher medium plus. I would
medium
say,
plus.
right?
I would say, sure.
Yeah, but it's such a solid stick. See, the Maduro would be higher for me because it's more sweeter.
That's going to have some of that chocolate. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I get that. I get that. Yeah, if you're not into pepper, this probably isn't the one for you. But there are the other two in the line. It's worth trying. I mean, it's exceptional. So awesome. 94 on average for the Gafal La Familia Sun-Grown Epicure, and that is it, you folks. Next week, they are talking about what's coming for 2026 in the cigar industry. The usual suspects of the Ashholes will be back on stage. Send us an email at theashholespodcast@gmail.com. Let us know any ideas you have for future shows. Drop us a line. We'd love to hear it. And until then, you've been listening to the Ash Heels, broadcasting from the Studio 21 Cigar Studio above Two Guys Cigars in Salem, New Hampshire. We'll see you next month.
The views and opinions expressed by the hosts, guests, or callers of this program do not necessarily reflect the opinions of the Studio 21 podcast.